My name is Sarah, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to curl your hair with a 1-inch curling wand. I use the T3 1-inch curling wand. I love this curling wand. It is the only one that keeps my curls intact for many days on end. They last, they're shiny. It would be great for someone with less hair than I have, but if you have really short hair, you might want to do a curling wand that's a little bit bigger. If you're looking for more of like a beach wave look, it might be a little bit too tight of a curl. So the first thing I'm going to do is I part my hair so that the back of my head has no hair in the back. And I'm going to split it in the front just like this. I'm going to start in the back, and I'm going to take about a 1-inch to like a 1.5-inch section. And it's a pretty thin, fine section of hair. Otherwise it won't heat all the way through and it won't last as long that way either. So then I'm going to take my curling wand and I'm going to put it over my head just like this. And I'm just going to wrap my hair all the way around, all the way until the very ends of my hair are on the wand, keeping a tiny, tiny, tiny bit out just at the very tip so I can hold on to it. And I'm touching the curling wand just to see how hot the hair is getting. And then I'm going to release it into my hand just like this. And I'm letting it cool for just a moment, and then I'm dropping it back. And as you can see, we have a beautiful ringlet curl. And that's just gonna cool. I'm not gonna rake through it. I'm gonna leave it just like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and take another section. And this is a perfect size section, pretty thin layer of hair. And it's about 1 inch. I'm gonna take my wand again. And you can notice I'm keeping my hair flat on the wand. So my hair is not spiraling on the wand. If it were to kind of wrap around itself and spiral, you're gonna get more of a ringlet spiral curl, which are beautiful, but just not the look that I am going for. And I can still feel it's warm, so I'm just letting it sit for just a moment, just to cool off, and then dropping it right behind me. And then grabbing another section, just like so. So here's another perfect section as an example. Pretty fine, taking my wand, and again, flatly guiding my hair onto the wand until all of my hair is wrapped. I'm keeping a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of end out just to hold on to it. And again, tapping with my other finger, just seeing how warm the hair gets and dropping. And we're just gonna keep doing this around the entire head. So now that we're reaching this front section, the process is going to continue, but I'm going to start to take a little bit of smaller sections and some more of my layers start to pop up here, so some of my length is not as long. Repeating that same process, curling flat on the wand, touching it just to see how hot it's getting, to making sure that I'm not burning my hair. I do have lots of heat protectant in it though. And when we get to around the ear, what I will do is just twist these front pieces and tuck it behind my other ear. You could also use a clip, certainly too, if your hair's not quite as long. If you have any like kind of curl or kink near your root, I did give myself a blow dry this morning, but you can also smooth with the iron just right at the top and then go ahead and curl the ends. That way the top is getting smoothed as well. Sometimes I don't blow dry my hair before I do this technique and I just let it air dry, so I have a lot more texture to my hair, and that's totally fine. The results are very similar and they're beautiful, but that's a good way to tame these little pesky baby hairs right around the face. I'm just gonna touch up that end here. Perfect. And again, taking a little bit of smaller sections here, just because we want these right around the face to be perfect. And then this is my last little piece. I am gonna split it into two, keeping the last piece right around my face to be the last one that we do on this side. All right, and for the final piece on this side of the head, I want this curl to be starting right around my eyebrow. So I'm not gonna start too high up. I don't want the curl to start all the way at the very top of my head. I want it to be right around my eyebrow so it kind of opens up my face, just like that. So I'm not gonna be putting my wand up here and starting really up high. What I'm gonna be doing is I kind of pull it out straight in front of me, and around my eyebrow mark, I'm just gonna curl down. And these ones I do not hold very long because this is your more delicate hair. I wanna make sure these pieces stay nice and healthy. And same thing, I'll just kind of let it sit here, and you can see that curl's kind of opening up right where I want it to, right around my eyebrows. That way it just gives you a super glamorous, pretty look. All right, So this is what one side should look like. I'm gonna take a little bit of the Color Wow Style on Steroids, and this is a performance enhancing texture and finishing spray. So this is a texture spray. It's really buildable. They claim that you can never put too much, and I can kind of attest to that. It doesn't make it crunchy. I really love this product, and it adds a lot of volume too. So what I'm gonna do is just spray underneath. Certainly make sure you spray those front pieces. You can kind of keep them down just like that. And I'm just gonna do a really liberal spray, and I'm not gonna rush them out. I'm gonna do the entire other side of my head before I break through it with my hands. And we're repeating that exact same process on the other side. So start right in the back, and we'll do it all again, and I'll meet you back here when both sides are curled, and we'll break it out together. Can never have enough hairspray. And if you've never found a hairspray that you like, just make sure it's a touchable hold. A lot of people think hairspray means crunchy, and it does not. I hate that texture in my hair, actually. Definitely recommend a touchable hairspray. And I'm still gonna let this side cool for a little bit longer. I'm shaking up my Virtue Healing Oil, and this is what I'm gonna rake out my hair with. Now, I'm pretty liberous with my Virtue Healing Oil. It says 2 to 3 drops. I definitely do a lot more than that, depends on how much hair you have. So I'm gonna just shake a bunch of shakes into my hand, rub it in both hands to evenly disperse the products. And then we're gonna start on this side since this side's been cooling a lot longer. And I personally just use my hands to rake out my curls, but you could definitely use like a wide tooth brush or a wide tooth comb, but my fingers are always kind of my preference personally. And you can just see it breaks apart all those curls, and they will fall very slightly throughout the day, but honestly, with this technique, this curling wand in particular, again, the T3, and then that really great hairspray, these curls, they last me days on end, and they definitely will soften, but they're beautiful all throughout the week, and I never have to touch up my hair with any heat, which is why my hair is so long and healthy. And you can just see, look at all that shine from the hairspray and the oil working together. And this side feels pretty cool. So I'm gonna do a little bit more oil, same thing, rub it throughout my hands and just break up these curls. And you can see where that curl that we did at the very front, where it opens up, is like right around my eyebrow, cheekbone area. So it's gonna make sure that it gives you a really nice framed face, which we all love. I'm gonna do one final spritz of hairspray just to lock it all in now that it's all raked out and brushed out. And I'll even put my hair upside down and do a little spritz of hairspray too. All right, and this is how you get beautiful waves with a 1-inch curling wand. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like videos just like these, like and subscribe for more.